Welcome back. How do you do? We're lighting up around here. Gather around the table for another chat about frequency and metabolic horrors. Wait, am I saying that wrong? I'm trying to say like malevolent. I think I said something that wasn't correct. Metabolic. Did I say that correctly? Said something evil? All right, I'm learning just like everybody else, guys. I'm learning, and I know what I know. Sometimes you make mistakes. What I meant by lighting up is that we're lighting up this sage. We're welcoming you into the energy of the participation era. Hey, thanks for showing up in the era that you showed up in. Thank you. I feel like a lot of people, we think, geez, we might have been born in the wrong era. I personally think the last time I was alive was like in the 1800s. Besides, right, this life, right, when I was born in the 1900s. That sounds weird, right? Because a lot of youngins, they're born in the 2000s and stuff. So, welcome to the, 2nd century? Anyway, so guys, we're back and how do you do, right? We're back and you already know I'm spazzy, so we go with it. We're back with some more frequency talk because yesterday I literally had a little list of notes that I wanted to share with you. And then I highlighted the part that I missed yesterday. So yesterday I missed an important part, and I wanted to share something very, very important. We were talking about frequency and why it's so smart and why it's the smartest move that you'll ever make. One of the smartest moves. I believe you're out there making smart moves, but if you caught yesterday's episode, as we've talked about before, there's a collaboration on behalf of the powers that were in charge back in the day. So we have some tales as far as the 1850s. I saw one report; it was like the 900s. So what the accuracy of it is only kind of left up to the history that is there, right? So let's talk more about it. Why did I have to come on for the second time this week? You're like, I've had enough. I had once, I've had enough. I always say I'm best in small dosages, but sometimes I got to come back and hit you with another one. So grab your drinks, grab whatever you're doing. If you do what you do. Again, I'm always going to promote what I drink. That's some delicious bee pollen with dragon fruit powder. We got beetroot powder. We got spirulina powder. And we got some MCT oil. And some apple cider vinegar. And some lemon. And with lemon seeds. So I drink those too. And chia seeds, something that I pre-soaked last night. I believe all you have to do is pre-soak for 20 minutes. But I think if you really want to get them to really soak up, you do it overnight and they really, really, really plump up. That's not the point though. The point is that it's a super healthy and nutritious beverage. In lieu of like a snack. That is my snack. It gives you so much energy, power, all this stuff. It's so cool. So let's talk about it, guys, because smoke them if you got them. Sometimes we'll smoke, sometimes we won't. And that's something that I feel like don't get used to me smoking because I'm not always gonna smoke. There is times where I'm gonna have to stop. But really, on the days that I do smoke, I'm probably gonna smoke with you. So go ahead and light up if it's safe for you to do so. If it's that time of the night or the day, whenever you catch this, I'm glad you're catching it. Welcome back to another frequency talk. And it's funny because I obviously wasn't gonna do another. And I'm dedicating this sacrament to the ancestors and to the gods and goddesses that bestow our life. Right? Can I get an ashe? So, one thing is that mistakes happen, right, guys? And so here we are sharing this again, knowing that I didn't share what I completely meant to share yesterday. I didn't mean to come on today. It's just that I was going over my notes, and as I'm recording yesterday's episode so I can put it on other platforms, I'm noticing that I missed this very important part. Something that you could kind of bear, you could bear through and grin and say, we see who to blame here. Not just blame, but it's really yes. For because I don't have another word, I'm gonna say blame. So remember, frequencies are very, very important, right? We talked about 432 and how it's Earth, planet Earth, Pachamama. Sometimes I have a funny time saying Earth, but Earth, la planeta, la Tierra. So el mundo, right? If you're following my drift, the Earth has a 432 frequency. Okay, and we have many frequencies. If you remember the little binder I had with a bunch of frequencies, right? And we talked about how in the I believe it was in 1935 that they actually agreed to do this, because they started to develop this. This is Nazi propaganda, guys. So the reason, not only did they change it back in the 1800s, the Nazis took that shit because what did the Nazis do with the sign of the Dharma? Originally it was the sign of the Dharma, and then took it and they made it the Nazi sign. Check that out and be aware of their foolish behavior. You don't congratulate that. You don't pardon them. Sorry, any Nazi, any sympathizer, anybody who's friends with them, we don't sympathize with you. We don't like you. We even want you off this planet. But the earth will eradicate you itself, because you are a plague unto mankind and womankind. You know what I mean? Like everybody in general, and animals as well. Because if you're not kind to your fellow brethren, just because we're a different color, or we're a different creed, or whatever ethnicity you want to call us, we're literally the same human race. Y'all are just fighting over us being in a bag of M&Ms and being different colors. We're literally M&Ms, guys. To put it bluntly, let's give it up and let's give a toast to those Nazi dummies. That will bring us all really to an enlightenment. Because, see, they're a dying breed, and so they're trying to gather as much momentum as they can. But see, the part is that they're so minuscule in the part of evolution. They kind of had to be, and I'm sorry to say that, they kind of had to be to get us to aggravating circumstances for us to wake up, right? I'm not here just to inspire you and motivate you, but I totally want you to not follow the system. Don't follow their rules. They're playing trick on us, right? I do believe, and I walk out and I do say affirmations like everyone and everything is helpful to me. If you want to say stuff like that, I'm going to try to be as gentle as I can, because we're already dealing with like 440 hertz. Sometimes, guys, I can be very gentle. Sometimes I'm very aggressive. And I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry, because that's just how my personality is. And I'm just, pardon me, and I'm just going to run with it. Fly with it. Dance with it. I'm going to do with it. So some days, guys, there will be times where I wear no jewelry. I already wear no makeup. If you're not understanding, this is a filter, and it adds like blush. I swear it adds like blush, and it adds like pigmentation here and there. So I look slightly maked up. I look like I have makeup on, but the truth is that I don't have any makeup on, because I refuse. Not that was just a personal choice. Maybe one day I will wear makeup again, maybe. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm not wearing it again, because I just don't like it. You know, if you tell me something in the wrong way one time, I might just go book wild. I was trying to be big P. Diddy. But I don't even want to talk about that guy. But anyway, we have to, guys. He's like a pest to the universe. He's a pest. He's a rodent. I know some of you guys love rats, but come on. So I'm literally almost done with that. The pleasure of drinking this is that you get a spirulina and beetroot and dragon fruit mustache. Go ahead and wipe that off. All right. So, guys, thank you for being here. Let's explain what I came to do, because I literally only have such a small, short frame of time. I don't even have my watch. I do know what time it is, but in the span of it all, time is an illusion. But thank you for participating in it so that we can fulfill appointments and fulfill schedules for work and such. And also thank you for being who you are in the work environment that you do, because everyone is important. All the people that are studying, the people that do have a job and are doing something productive, the people that just work for themselves, the people that work. Man, there's so many people working remote now. How many people work remote? All right, guys. So thank you for doing what you do, whatever service you're in. You know, big shout out to the people that work at Amazon, because you guys are fulfilling so much. Because of Amazon, there are stores that are like not in. Because of Walmart, there's the stores that are not in business. But second to that, Amazon is the reason a lot of things are shutting down. And that's okay, because it employs a lot of people. Now, I'm a little mad because they employed a bunch of robots and let a lot of real life people go with real life families. I hope they got a severance pay and training and bonuses and all that stuff. I hope so. But the point is that, you know, I kind of almost don't want to buy from Amazon right now till they get better understanding that they need to provide jobs for humans as well. You guys are billionaires. Mr. Jeff Bezos, isn't that his name? Mr. whatever his name, the Amazon guy. Mr. Amazon. Don't you think your billionaire ass deserves to have more employees to pay better? Every single one of your employees deserve more than $30 an hour. That's what I'm going to say. Every single one of them. Because they're doing such a good job. I know personally that every single one of them walks more than 4 miles every single day if they're walking around your big ass warehouses. So thank you, Amazon. But I might take a break from you, because you just fired a bunch of real life people, and I'm not okay with that. Because robots don't have families. And I know it's saving money for you, but you're already a billionaire, Mr. Amazon. You're already a freaking billionaire, dude. You're gonna die not knowing what to do with all that money, and I hope you give it to reputable organizations, and perhaps you're gonna make some very cool ones to establish. You took Amazon's name, you took the Amazon's name. Maybe do something for the Amazon. I don't know, guys. I sound like I'm mad, but I am really not. I'm just aggressive. All right, guys, let's move on, because I was talking about the hertz, right? So let me finish what I didn't say yesterday. So we have in 1935, Joseph Gibbs, or whatever his name was. He has a different name. Let me look it up. He has a different name, like in... They called him, what was his name? Here he is. I got him. So this guy named Joseph, this Nazi propaganda guy, back in the Nazi era times. The music turned off because this got very, very serious, right? But I cannot just let you know this aggravating information and not put some peaceful music on. Okay, guys? Remember that frequency affects things. They've already done science research on this stuff. They have concluded that certain frequencies help you, certain frequencies hurt you, right? And the modern standardized golden rule, the standard 440 hertz, is adverse for humans. It causes in a lot of instances, anxiety, depression, and furthermore, it could even cause people to off themselves, if you're getting my drift, to literally take themselves off the planet. So if you're listening to 440 hertz and let's say you've been going through depression, you've been on pills for whatever years, let's say try switching to, I didn't say stop taking your pills. I said keep taking your pills, do what you need to do, but try switching your frequency of the music that you listen to, right? That's why we're talking about changing it to the 432s and the 396 and the 852s. Just do a little bit of research, put in frequency, healing frequencies, therapy frequencies into your internet engine, right? So remember that everything is researchable, and watch the sites that you research, right? Because we don't want to just look at dumb sites that are promoting lies, right? So you want to identify the truth, right? And how do we do that? Use discernment and use actual factual historical things like the Britannica Encyclopedia has a lot of historical facts about a lot of things, right? So let's say you were looking up Nazis and stuff like that. The Britannica Encyclopedia has information like that. Encyclopedias are for such things, and they exist on the internet, right? So let's be happy and use it. So this guy, his name was Joseph, but he was on the Reich. He was a Nazi. He was a Nazi sympathizer. Okay, I already said his name, Joseph Gibbies, but I'm trying to look because I remember there was a different name that he had. So let me take a look once more. Okay, so it is Joseph Goebbels, and if you want to see his picture, this is him, and you probably will have seen him, right? This guy right here. Him right here, zoom in. Okay, so zoom. Okay, for sure. We don't like him. But God bless his spirit, wherever he is. I'm sure he is in hell. I'm sorry, if you participated in the Holocaust, there's a lot of things I got to say about that. But I'm going to let the Lord be the judge of it, because I'm not a judge here. Let's be like Tupac, huh? Only God can judge. So anyways, so this guy Joseph, and let's burn it, right? Quick. If you don't do it, don't do it. If you do it in a safe environment. Give it as a prayer. Give it to your gods and goddesses. If you don't believe in gods and goddesses, at least give it to your ancestors. Can you give an offering to the ancestors that brought your lineage to be? All right. So, Ashe, I hope that the offering pleases you, my beautiful loved ones. All right. So, and of course, we're talking to the ancestors and the beyond, and we're talking to the great gods and goddesses. So, guys. This Joseph guy, born in the year of our Lord, 1897. Yep. And he committed suicide along with his wife after killing his 6 children, after ordering the killing. This is a sensitive subject episode. I should have started with trigger warning, but here we are. Trigger warning, guys. This guy Joseph, in 1945, while the Nazi shit was happening, while the Holocaust was happening, while they were killing Jewish people, we got to be as real as real is real. And I don't know a single person on earth, unless you're 7 or perhaps 3, because some little kids are so smart, they start learning everything. So they had a Holocaust, and they were killing Jews, and they were killing people of different color, gay people, people with glasses. Yes. And if you didn't know, now you know. And I didn't say, hey, now's the time to take revenge. No, now's the time to show up. And like I said earlier, thanks for showing up in this particular generation. Because if you were from the 1800s, like, you probably wouldn't be here unless you were another reincarnation. And then you would still be part of our generations, right? Whether we divide ourselves into X's and millennials and whatever S's, whatever we divide, don't be undivided. The last thing you want to do is be divided, because that's what they want to do. They want to separate us by color of our skin. They want to separate us by knowledge. First and foremost, they separate us by knowledge. Don't get that wrong, because people of all colors will congregate when they have the right knowledge, and knowledge brings people together. But a racist will limit themselves and not hang out with a smart person that is a different color, and therefore limits themselves in learning what that other person could teach them, because they are ignorant in their racism. Okay, so the Joseph guy, the guy that killed himself and his wife killed herself, and they, again, I'm going to say it again because it's for shame. They had their 6 children killed with arsenic right before they killed themselves. They had to see this happen before they killed. It's disgusting. But anyways, guys, I hope you let it go. Just let it go, guys, because it's not even our energy. Boo. I'm just sharing a story. So, so here we are, you know, because we're kind of living through the history. So this guy basically in 1935, along with the other Nazi sympathizers and propagandists, propaganda people, however you call them, they decided to, like I said yesterday, I did share this, the war on consciousness started. The musical cult started. They literally branded these words. War on consciousness, comma, period. I just mean period. And then in another freaking sentence, musical cult control. Now these words were started by Joseph and his friends of Nazis. So if you ever needed a reason to change the frequency from 440 to another hertz, let it be this reason. Because it was the Nazis that wanted to militarize and did so. The music that we love so. All right. So, gosh, guys, I have to just say it how I feel, because honestly, I love music very much. I love it very much, down to listening to it, down to enjoying it and being able to dance and sing along with it, down to being able to make it myself. I encourage you to do it. If you are a singer, if you're whatever, if you play whatever instrument, if you don't, if you do, learn a little bit, and that will go some sort of a way to make yourself a song. Guys, it starts with some beat, right? With a beat. It doesn't necessarily come in the whole song like it used to with Michael Jackson. He used to just be sitting there and a whole song would be zapped into his head, and then he would make it. That's the benefit of being a musician. If you hear music in your head, let's be able to know how to lay it down. Okay? So, and that's one of the reasons why I started to do music as well. I would meditate years and years ago. I remember the first time it happened was like 14 years ago. I'm meditating. I remember meditation can be a lot of things, but at the time I was laying down meditating and basically just paying attention to my breath. If you have a hard time meditating and a lot of thoughts go through your head and a scheduler tries to make schedules in your head, tell it to relax, and that you need this time to relax. Okay? Be as gentle as you want, but don't be mean, guys. Your body won't respond well to mean things, right? How does it feel when someone's mean to you, right? And so internally, if you're mean to yourself, you don't like it either, right? But a lot of times we don't say it, right? But that's not the point, guys. The frequency here is the point. The point is the frequency. And if you just make that tiny little switch, there's whole stations. If you're on all the sites, who cares about giving them advertising? But Pandora and Spectrum, and get on all of it and put in 432 hertz and see what all the music comes up. I have even seen that guy, all these rappers, guys. A lot of times I like rap songs. Oops. We all like different type of music. And sometimes I like rap songs, and I'll get on the internet again and I will put in 432 hertz and I will put in Tupac and I will put in Changes or whatever song I want to hear. And most of the time that music appears. Because see, all these musicians are doing something that this Joseph and the Nazi guys and everything, women, also because there was Nazi women too, guys. I mean, they were not culpable. They were even breeding with these fellows. But anyways, I am still disgusted. Ew. But because that's like ew, right? They got their reparations, all the Jewish people and stuff. What up for my black folk? But anyway, I'm sure the people in the politics and everything in the Senate are all on that stuff behind closed doors, because remember, they have to write a lot of stuff before they can even submit something. So this Joseph guy, this piece of trash, so he insisted that 440 hertz 440, which is a standard universally, or I mean in this world, he insisted that 440 hertz made people think and feel in a certain way, in certain ways. So basically, he's telling him and all his buddies, I figured out how to manipulate them through music. And then he goes on to say, making them a prisoner of certain consciousnesses. How dare you? Did you not hear any of that? Let me say it again. So this Joseph guy, this is a terrible name. Joseph Goebbels. I'm sure there's a way to say it in German, but I'm not German at all. That's not the point, guys. This guy deserves to be like that Black Mirror episode where they put him in jail, and the jail is really them reliving the experience that they put their victims through, and then they get back to jail, and then they have to wake up the next day with their memory erased, and it has to happen again and again and again. They have to go through what their victims went through. Ha ha ha. I wish that shit was real. There would be no more crime. Anyways, guys, so this Joseph guy is a sucker punk motherfucker, you know. So this Joseph guy, again, I'm gonna say it again. If you're not flabbergasted, if you're not appalled, how whatever many synonyms for disgusted. Ew, though. This guy insisted that 440 hertz made people think and feel in a certain way, making them a prisoner of a certain consciousness. Now they had already changed the world hertz to 440 hertz in 1853. One of the first times. Do they think we're absolute suckers? Now they changed it to 440 hertz in 1853. How many new cases of diseases? How many new cases of depression and anxiety? Trigger warning, suicide? Happened after that. Guilty. You're guilty, dude. All of them are guilty. And there's a big web of historical evidence to tell us who exactly these people were. And now I'm letting you know, coming on again, helping you remember that if you didn't know, this was literally a tactic for a war against our consciousness. But remember again that you have been given the spiritual power and authority to release angels to war against your enemies. Because fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them up. We're done. With the nostril flare and everything. I don't care, guys. The whole point of coming back today is just, if I didn't convince you to change your frequency yesterday, I hope I convince you today. Because, guys, I'm seriously not perfect. I mean, why do I have to tell you that I'm not perfect? Because I really am not. I mean, I don't know anyone that is. And I don't know anyone striving for that. But the point is that there's people like Joseph Goebbels, or whatever his name is, Mr. Disgrace of a Human Being, Joseph Goebbels, that died in 1954 by his own hand. What was it? In 1945. Am I dyslexic? No. Sometimes I just confuse the numbers. So this Joseph guy, remember that, he understood what they did in 1853. He understood what they did back then by changing the musical hertz to 440 as a standard. I hate to say it like this, but they don't like you. They don't like you. Why would they make a world standard that hurts people? Why would they make a national standard, take it to the world, and make sure they do it too, If now we realize and know that it actually hurts you, did they know that too? Was that their plan? All right, guys. I don't know about you, but I'm never listening to 440 Hertz by choice again. I'm probably going to sneak up behind you if we're at a party. Sneak up behind you. Put 432 Hertz right before the song you want to hear. Or right after. Why, guys? Because frequency is so important. Frequency is one of the number one things. You know, how you start your vibe in the day, how you end your day, you know, and everything in between too, guys. If, you know, I'm not saying that every single body needs to be an angel with you, but why on earth would you keep the shit on your shoe? Exactly. We all clean it off. We don't want to stink like shit. And remember, if you hang around shit, you're going to stink like shit. Birds of a feather flock together sort of thing. So guys, remember that in your walk into enlightenment, to and more, I'm not going to say awakening because I understand that you're awake. But see, they're really trying to keep you asleep until you die. And someone benefits from your death. And it won't be your family. Unless you've made serious, very good preparations. And I'm not saying this to be mean or nothing like that, but who else is going to open your eyes to it if you haven't already known about this? And maybe I'm late in the game and you don't understand. Or I'm sorry, maybe I don't understand that you already understand and you already understood it a long time ago. Now you're over it. Now you overstand. And so I'm so happy that that in this walk into enlightenment, that we get to share with each other, like, look, these assholes are really being assholey. And actually, they started in the 1800s. And we don't like that. Can y'all musicians change every single song you have into another hertz other than 440? The list is long and beautiful. You can pick any single one of the other hertz to help us. As a music listener, I encourage all musicians to change your hertz. That's where it starts, the people that provide the music. And secondly, it's the people that play the music, right? And what are you going to do when you're sitting there in the car with somebody for 440 hertz, just blasting off and not caring? Because they love it. There's some people that love that energy. They love it. They swim in it. They wake up in it. All of that, you know. I'm toxic as fuck sometimes. Excuse me, again. I'm going to try to stop cussing, but I kind of don't care. But actually, I do have to change it up just because life is telling me to change up. So I'm like, all right. But that's not the point, guys. The point is that, you know, what are you going to do with the frequency that you have? What are you going to do with the frequency that that is a choice? Right? We don't know how, we don't have to sit there and listen to 440 hertz now that we know that it's a military consciousness weapon. We don't have to be depressed because that's literally what they want. We don't have to be angry at them. You know, after finding all this out about this disgraceful Joseph guy, I mean, does it change anything? Are you realizing that, oh, every time I hear that song, I get extra depressed. Oh, every time I hear that song, I'm extra anxious. Well, baby, sweetie, honey, sweet potato pudding pie, 440 hertz has been scientifically proven to hurt you. They did it on purpose. They did it on purpose with purpose. And my heart breaks because I love music. I love it. It's been one of my inspirations since I was a child. I sing daily. I hum just to decalcify my brain. I hum. You know, it's a yoga move. You put your ears, you put your fingers in your ears. Hello? Fingers in your ears and hum. I know I'm weird, but anyways, you do. It's literally a yoga move. It has a name, and it's not coming to mind right now. But the fingers in your ears and humming actually decalcifies your brain. So are you looking to get smarter? Do you have brain fogginess? Name a lot of symptoms, right? But what I know really is that it just decalcifies your brain. And so, my heart was broken when I find out all this stuff, because, and we're almost out of time, and that's my 5-minute countdown. We gotta go. It breaks my heart because, like, why would you mess with music? Oh, because we all listen to it, because it's universal. You are evil, and you're kind of genius, but like evil. Not you, but like the people that, decided to make this frequency war, this war on consciousness. What? A war on sir, ma'am, a war on our consciousness, sir, ma'am? Because I'm appalled. So, sir or madam, a war on consciousness. Come on, guys. So, it's like if somebody was like, hey, come sign up to the war consciousness war right over here. Get your consciousness war right here. Would you come up and participate? Stop listening to 440 hertz. It's a military weapon. It's literally all over the internet. They cannot hide this stuff anymore. There's certain things that have, like, you can't say, you can't divulge, you can't talk about certain things until a certain number of years go by, and a certain number of years have gone by, and so therefore the knowledge is out there. And if you're not outraged, if you're not willing to make a difference if you're a musician and you're not willing to make a difference, if you just want to keep giving us bullshit, bullshit 440 hertz, if that's all you want to do and that's all you're lame, I'm gonna call you lame. Evolve. But I don't know if you're helping some people with the 440 hertz. All I know is that it hurts the general public. Right? So all the musicians out there, change your freaking hertz to 432, 396, 580. I mean, there's so much out there. Do your I know you're smart. Do your own research. And you're like, why am I watching you if you're not telling me? Well, yesterday I shared the whole list of every single frequency of the 7 frequencies that literally help all your chakras, all your main chakras, right? Because we have hundreds of chakras really, but 7 main energy centers, which are chakras as well. Guys, I want to help you understand that your love of music is okay. It's more than okay. It's very natural for us. Remember, our heart is the first music. Right? I mean, our mother's heart is the first music we ever hear. Right? Boom, 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 boom. You're a little baby and you're like listening to like her heartbeat. You're just like, I love her. She's so cute. She's like, boop, 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 boop. Or whatever, whatever little babies do. And, cute little baby. And then the babies are all like, I love me, mama. And, all healing the mamas and stuff. I love it. Oh my goodness. And, but the point is that your mother's heartbeat is the first song you ever heard. And I have a sneaking suspicion that your heartbeat is one of the last things you'll ever hear. I'm not certain of that. I'm not dead yet, but I've come so close to it. I feel like I'm dead already, but I'm just kidding, guys. I'm joking. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for being a part of our generation. Thank you for being here in the year of our Lord 2024. Is that a joke when I say that? Maybe. You will never know. This year 2024, let this be a great year. We're only in September, guys. We're basically we're done with summer. We're done with summer, but it doesn't feel like it, huh? But we're gonna go off screen and say a lot of buttas. we're we're gonna do what we need to do, and I gotta get to dinner. Something that I do like to do is cook, right? So follow your heart, don't follow the leader, be your own leader, right? Be your own leader. Be your own leader. I didn't say follow me, I said be your own leader. Be your own leader. We're all waiting to watch and see what you do. We're all waiting to watch and see the new moves that you come up with as a business person, as the person that's getting their degree. Oh, I can't wait to see what you guys do. The persons that are just coming out of freaking high school. How amazing. You literally have your whole life ahead of you. I mean, so do all of us, right? But so everyone older than you. But the truth is that, don't let no time go by without you doing something for yourself that your future self is going to thank you for, and something that you can definitely do in honor of your not racist self, because everyone who's not a racist might raise your hand. Okay, so as not racist, so I solemnly swear that I am never racist, and I never want to be racist, and I will always never be racist. And I do not like racists, and I will not participate in racist things, and I will always condemn a racist. All the racists, you are condemned. You're evil. You suck. Get off the planet. And anyways, I'm sorry, guys. That's something that Joseph Goldblum used to do. He doesn't deserve any recollection. He doesn't deserve any memory space, but I literally have to commit him to memory, because he's one of the suckers that literally made our music dangerous. If you're not upset about this, I don't know what's going to make you upset and then make you change the tune. Change the tune. Change the tune. Change the tune. Guys, gals, I love you so much. Have a good day. Fifi, come here. Me and Fifi say goodnight. Me and beautiful little Fifi. Remember to sing whenever you get the chance. Humming is the greatest thing. And don't be mad at yourself when you make mistakes, guys. Every single body makes mistakes. And if you didn't make mistakes, how are you going to learn that lesson? Obviously, you cannot make a mistake, right? The biggest treasure is not making mistakes. Before you make a mistake, think once, think twice, think thrice. Think about if it would land you in jail. Would it hurt the other person? Could it hurt you? Do not participate in any of that stuff. Me and Fifi say no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Me and Fifi are very good girls when we want to be. All right, guys. Do you, because if you don't do you, remember, you won't be done. And you can catch that quote all the time at agapelive.com with my Reverend and Minister Dr. Michael Bernard Beckwith, and I love him so much. I'm so glad for him being, he is a leader. He's definitely a leader that I will follow, and I will also take the lead and be my own leader, because he encourages us to lead. So go do your thing. Remember, how you spend your time is definitely going to give you end results. Remember to be wise about how you spend your time and always do better. All right, guys, we love you. Associate with Better Hurts, because we love you, and there's musicians that actually make music in hertz that helps you, not hurts you. You want to check out my music, it's 999 Ancestors, 999 Ancestors. Have a good life. There's a lot of musicians that do that, not just me. So have fun searching and researching and finding and loving, because there's a lot of cool stuff out there that's in different hertz, not 440. Remember, 440 hertz was made as a military weapon. They're doing it on purpose. They don't want to see you succeed. Change the frequency. Was that supposed to be a secret? Oh well, I'm not a Nazi sympathizer. I'm not anything like that. Anyway, so love you. Be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. And if you make a mistake, just remember that you have the choice not to make a mistake next time, right? All right, guys, we love you. Take care of yourself and the planet and all the animals. They are counting on us, guys. They're counting on us, keeping this planet safe for them. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do if we blow up the planet? What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do what they gonna do? Exactly, guys. We gotta show up for these guys. We gotta show up. Look how cute they are. All right, guys. Bye. Love you. How you doing? Welcome back. How do you